The Science of Learning Research Center presents Psychology, Education, Neuroscience, PEN. Pen Principle number 8. Embrace error to improve learning. Let's start this with a little pop quiz. How many senses does a typical human being have? If you're like most people, you probably answered 5. Sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell.
Now, if I told you you were correct, you'd likely go about your daily business and nothing much will have changed. In short, you will have learned nothing. But what if I told you you were incorrect, that you had made an error?
In reality, human beings have far more than 5 senses. In fact, we likely have somewhere between 15 and 22.
Now I probably have your attention. You might be feeling some confusion or dissonance. That's a sure sign that you're ready to learn.
It's a sad fact that many human beings shy away from errors, from making mistakes. But if you really think about it, in most situations, it's only by making mistakes that we truly learn how things work and we grow and improve.
In fact, the ability to use feedback from mistakes to improve future performance is called error-based learning, and it's a foundation of learning seen amongst humans, animals, and even machines. Furthermore, it's been argued that practicing those things you find difficult as opposed to easy, those things you typically make mistakes on as opposed to do perfectly, is the only way to gain meta-awareness and transcend beyond the level of novice into the level of expert.
Moving to the brain, during learning, low performers often demonstrate enhanced activity following positive feedback. This suggests that low performers are chasing success by attending to rewards. On the other hand, high performers often demonstrate enhanced activity following error making. This suggests that high performers chase skill improvement by focusing on informative failure. In fact, in the classroom, it's been demonstrated that lessons that purposely guide students to commit common errors or mistakes actually leads to deeper learning than lessons that try and inoculate students from making these mistakes.
This concept is called productive failure, and it states that the more a student struggles or even fails when learning new information, the more likely he or she will be able to recall, transfer, and apply that information to future learning.
Classroom application.
So we've seen that committing errors might not just improve learning, but may also be integral to learning. So how can we apply this in the classroom?
One idea is to explicitly teach students about the essential relationship between errors and learning. In this way, we may be able to lessen fears about making mistakes and shift the focus from success to process. Another idea is to scaffold lessons in such a way as to allow for or even encourage error making. This could lead students to make mistakes which will deepen their engagement with the material and strengthen their learning. Finally, when introducing new content, you might want to allow students to consider and interact with the material before you explicitly instruct them on it. This will no doubt cause them to make some mistakes, which could lead to some important questions, enhance engagement, and prime future learning.
Ideas and future directions.
If we accept that making errors and committing mistakes can actually help students learn, a number of important questions arise. For instance, let's be honest, students aren't the only people afraid of making mistakes. Teachers and administrators are as well. Therefore, how can a school best create a culture that allows everyone to embrace errors and their respective responsibilities? Furthermore, what are some actions teachers can undertake to best model for their students how to embrace error and why it is so important for learning? Some interesting questions with some real potential for game-changing answers. On behalf of everyone here at the Science of Learning Research Center, thanks for watching.